Welcome, my name's Joy, and this is my channel Yoga with Joy. Find yourself a comfortable position to sit in, so that might be in cross-legged. We're going to start with our Om vibrations together. Bringing the hands to the heart center. Now gently opening your eyes. I'm going to stretch out the neck, looking over to the left. Inhale forward and then over to the right. So in your own time, take a few of these movements. Looking from side to side, exhaling over to the side and inhaling forward. Taking lovely deep breaths. And then bringing the head back to center. I'm going to take 3 neck circles, so circling the head 3 times either way. Being careful of your neck, the back of your neck, making sure you don't hurt it as you go back, so just being super gentle. And again, of course, in your own time. And moving in the other direction if you haven't already. So this practice is for you, it's your practice. So being really lovely and gentle as you stretch out all those muscles in the back of the neck and round the shoulders. So lifting up the shoulders and then exhaling down. These ones I called all shoulder shrugs. So a wonderful way of releasing tension in your shoulders. Relaxing those muscles by rotating the shoulders forward. Deep breaths. And then backwards. Lovely. And then shaking out your hands. Shaking above. A little warm up of the arms. Stretching out. A little shimmy. And then over to the side. Now we're going to come forward, so it's a bit like a circle as you move around. So stretching forward and over to the side and bring yourself up again. And then moving in the other direction. This lovely flowing movement. Just brushing your hands along the earth. Lifting up and then a side stretch. Stretching out the side of your body and bring yourself up. Lovely. And we're coming into the twist, so inhaling, lengthening through the crown of the head and exhaling into the twist. So bring yourself a little bit more into the twist every time you exhale. Inhaling and then exhale back to center. Lifting on the inhale and breathing, relaxing your body into the twist. Lovely. Just take it nice and slow in your own time. If you ever need a bit longer or anything, just take a little bit longer. Then coming back to stillness and then stretching out your legs. So nice wide leg stretch, moving from side to side. If you can touch your toes or your feet, that's fine. If not, it's really okay. You just rocking yourself from side to side, having a little stretch out of your hip area, your waist, the legs, and then bringing yourself forward in this wide leg forward fold. Inhale, lengthening, and exhale, softening. Gentle breaths, and then bring yourself back up. Lovely. Good. So we're going to come into Majjarasana, the cat posture. So this is the tabletop position, so knees are below the hips and the hands are below the shoulders. And we're going to freestyle. So just moving any way that you would like to move. So your hips, moving those from side to side if you wish. Really feel into your spine. So how is your spine wanting to move this morning or today, this evening? You're coming into a few cat stretches or looking from side to side, whatever feels right for you. And then start to bring yourself back. So it's a bit like you're going into child and then into a very high cobra. So you're moving backwards and forwards. A bit like a baby might do when they're first thinking about crawling. Stretching out your back as you move back into child type position. And then coming forward into something a bit like upward dog, isn't it? And then bringing yourself into the hover. So this is, you're going to really tuck in your tummy, your pelvic floor, and bending the knees into half downward dog, encouraging your chest back towards your feet, and then stretching up into an acute dog. So you're on your tiptoes here, nice, strong, straight legs, stretching out your hamstrings, and back into full expression of downward facing dog, but we're walking out the dog, so one heel down at a time. And then resting here in downward dog. And walking slowly to the front of the mat and hanging here in uttanasana for a while. So stretching out your lower back, around your shoulders, and all the way down your legs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. So we'll take a few flowing motions here of this uttanasana as we come up into half uttanasana and then folding forward into the full version. Lovely. So with your breath, inhale up, exhale forward, folding forward. And then bring the hands up, lifting above the head, hands in Anjali Mudra, down to the heart center, into mountain posture. Lovely, with the hands at the heart. So feeling lengthening right from your feet, right up to the crown of your head, and feeling your base nice and strong, your mula bandha, your pelvic floor. And then with your tummy engaged and your pelvic floor engaged, lifting up onto tiptoes, exhale up and inhale down. Exhale. And inhale down. Lovely. So flowing with this balance. Great for strengthening your abdominal muscles and all the inner core muscles, your pelvic floor area. Bring the hands back to the heart for a moment. And then let's find ourselves wide in for Virabhadrasana 2. This is a warrior 2, and we're going to do a dancing warrior sequence. So holding your hands out, warrior 2, knee is over ankle, and then turning around the palm of the right hand and then back into peaceful warrior, and then over, resting the right hand down, and you're in Parshvakonasana. So all of these movements have the same legs, so that your arms are moving, and then back to warrior 2. Have a moment here in this strong warrior posture, and then bring yourself, your feet back hip width apart. So we're going to come into Vriksasana, the tree. So you could actually have your foot down by your ankle or up at your calf. Avoid the knee. You could bring the foot up into the groin area, up into the thigh. Hands at the heart. So with Vriksasana, your feet are rooting down into the earth as a tree. Careful, I'm wobbling, so don't copy me. And your arms are the branches of the tree. And keeping your breath nice and steady. Your hands might be in a mudra. This is chin mudra, which is where your thumb and your forefinger are together. Your hands above the head and then down to the heart center. Opening up the arms and releasing down. Wonderful. That's great. Stretch out your legs. Okay, so now we're coming into Warrior 2. So this is the dancing warrior sequence again. Lovely. Hands stretched out, turning the palm over and back into Peaceful Warrior. That's great. Making sure your knee is over your ankle in the Warrior 2 and now you're coming to Parshvakonasana, side angle posture. And then back into Warrior 2. After a few deep breaths here in Vriksasana 2, we're coming into tree pose on the other side. So planting the right leg down, that's your roots, you're rooting your leg down. You're finding your place, whether your ankle, your calf, or up at your thigh. Hands at the heart center, and you're opening up your hips. So the hips are nice and here I go wobbling again. And your arms are the branches of your tree. And again, you can take the mudra if you wish. Remembering your abdominal muscles are lovely and strong, and your core muscles, all your abs and your pelvic floor. So that's your mula bandha, and then hands back at the heart, and then releasing the hands, and bring yourself down. Fantastic. Okay, so coming into a wide leg squat. So here, this is goddess pose. So lifting up your core muscles here, holding yourself nice and strong thighs, and bring the hands in the mudra. Take a few deep breaths here in goddess. Lovely strong posture. And then coming down to Malasana, the squat. So your hands will be at your heart, and if you need blocks or anything, you can put them underneath your heels. That can sometimes help. And finding your way down into seated. So you can be in cross-legged here if you can, otherwise kneeling. And we're going to inhale forward and exhale back. This is seated cat. So you're flexing and extending your spine. Gently rocking forwards and backwards. Lovely. Deep breath still. You're keeping the movement guided by the breath. And then find your way down onto your back. So your knees are hip width apart and your feet are hip width apart. And you're gently rocking your pelvis. So all you're doing is doing pelvic tilts. So you're lifting up your coccyx and your sacrum, your pelvic floor and your ab muscles. And now you're coming up into the full expression, which is the bridge Setu Bandhasana. So activate your thighs and glute muscles. Your belly will be a little bit soft. Your back muscles will be nice and engaged. There's a little bit of a back bend here. And making sure your knees are still hip width apart. And gently placing the spine down. And we're coming into leg cradle. So your right ankle is over your left thigh and you're drawing in the legs. Your right hand is through and you're clasping behind the back of the thigh. So breathe in legs. This is a reclined pigeon. So you're stretching out your glute muscles on the right hand side. And then the other way round. So left ankle is on right quad muscle area. Gently drawing in your legs. Exhale, the legs coming towards you. Inhale, slight releasing. And then release the legs down. Open up the arms. Get nice and comfy. And then we're moving into a flowing twist. So the head is going the opposite way to the legs. Just moving the legs over, exhaling them over and inhaling them up. Just in your own time, so very slowly. You can go a little bit faster or you can hold for longer. So check in with what your body really feels like right now. Your breath can become more relaxed now, so you don't really need to be doing deep, strong breaths anymore. It can be quite relaxed. Just gentle, natural breaths. And draw your knees into the chest. Have a little rock around. And then happy baby. Always a nice one. So bringing your hands to your feet if you can, otherwise sometimes the strap can work. If you can keep your hands to your feet and then stretch out and wide leg, that's great. Otherwise place the hands in between your thighs and take some ankle rotations. And bring yourself down into Shavasana. So this is our final relaxation posture. So you can fully relax here. There's nothing to do. There's nowhere to go. You can completely rest and relax your body, feeling your body held and heavy on the mat. There's a deep, restful peace as you lie here, feeling the peacefulness in your belly, and gently spreading out through your whole body. This deep peace of relaxation, all the way from your belly right down to your toes, down your legs, knees, and your feet, and right up to the top of the head and down your arms. Lovely, all over your body. Now either you can carry on resting here in Shavasana or turn onto your side if you wish, and you can make your way up to seated and following me. Just have a little moment resting on your side, and then when you're ready, bring yourself up to seated. Cross-legged or kneeling, we're going to finish with our Om vibration and Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So bring the hands to the heart center. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And then the arms can come up into Prana Mudra above the head, taking 3 deep, life-affirming breaths here. Breathing in spring. And the hands in Namaste above the head, down through the centers at the crown, the third eye, the throat, and the heart. Namaste. And thank you for joining me. It's been wonderful. Please subscribe to my channel if you wish, and it's lovely to have you. If you want to comment on this video, that'd be wonderful. And see you again soon.
Flaming orb of truth and bliss, remove the veil so I can see. Illuminate